Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is focus on you. Well, you know, when you watch my videos or read my articles, you'll see that I almost exclusively talk about, write about, think about me and what I should do. And it isn't that I'm totally selfish. It isn't that I don't care about other people, because but what I see in the world and what I saw in my own life is that when I was focusing on others, my life went down. And I don't see how one person's, if your life is going down, how does that help other people? So I've talked about it before, but you have enormous power to improve your own life, and you, on the converse, you have very little power to help other people's lives. Because the only way what you do can help another person's life is if they're playing along and trying to improve their life. So even the most powerful people in the world, the biggest businessmen, the highest heads of state, their power and influence will only help you to the degree that you help yourself. This is right out of the Bible, right? The Lord helps those who help themselves. So get with it and help yourself, right? And on the converse, you're helping people, right? You're helping the people closest to you. You're doing what you can. You're trying to encourage them to make positive steps in their life. You're lending a hand. Certainly when their lives are falling apart, you're trying to help put them back together. You're giving them money, time, energy. You're giving them whatever they need. Your children, you're, of course, bending over backwards to raise them right, and help them and guide them and shape them and give them a good life. Your wife, your girlfriends, your parents, your siblings, your close friends, the people in the workplace. You're doing all of those things, but you're doing them from a position of power where you have total control over your life, and you're focused on it, and your life is climbing. Your life, if your life spirals down and you have nothing for yourself, how do you have anything to give? You have to come from a position of, man, I'm doing so well, it's not really any skin off my nose to put my kids through college, right? And people do this. I'm doing so well, I've got 3 kids, I'm going to buy a 4-bedroom house, so each kid has their own bedroom, right? We see this. Your child turns 16, you find a way to help them get a car. We see this, right? You get what I'm saying, right? The stronger you are, the better you are, the more you can help those around you. When some tragedy strikes, something or other, right? Terrible weather, big problems. When you can hand out a $20 bill or a $100 bill, or write a check for $1,000, or if you're very wealthy, maybe you write a check for $10,000. Maybe you write your Bill Gateses and what have you, your Warren Buffetts. Yeah, they can easily accommodate thousands of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Because they've built themselves up, they've focused on themselves, right? And it's for good as those big businessmen have done, and all the stuff they provide for us. That stuff is only as good as we can make use of it. This iPhone that I'm talking into, that was, kind of the brainchild of Steve Jobs. He provided it, and that's a great thing. He had the vision, and he had developed a company to do so. but I still had to make enough money to buy it, and I still have to go to the trouble to learn how to use it, and I still have to go through the inconvenience of this constant updating that they do, right? So it's still me making use of it. So give that idea some thought. You have so much power to control your own life, to make it go up, 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 and the more you squander that power and waste it trying to help the people that aren't willing to help themselves, you know, your life kind of goes downward. Focus on you. Your life can go fabulously upward. When I wasn't focused on me, when I was focused on my wife, my life was just not even worth being there, right? If you have anything, if you have a bad marriage, if the effort you put into your marriage is just not making your life better, then you might need to end it. You might need to get my book, Leave Your Wife and Become a Happier Man with a 3-Step System. It's on my website at happierman.com. People are starting to buy it, and they're starting to get it. You know, I hate to see men throw their lives away married to the wrong woman. You know, give yourself a chance to have a good life. Give her a chance to have a good life too. So anyway, focus on you. If you can do that with every aspect of your life has no choice but to get better. And the more you spend all your energy on other people, the harder it is for your life to get better. Of course, I know this isn't easy to hear, right? I know you don't want to hear this. I know you've got tremendous problems and the people around you, and you are trying like heck to help them. You're bending over backwards for them. I know this is happening in your lives. But that still doesn't negate what I'm saying about focusing on you. So give that idea some thought. I know this is hard to hear for some of you. I know you think the opposite. I know you think you have to bend over backwards for your wife and your children, and the boss and your church and the guy across the street and your elderly parents and your wife's parents and all the people in the world and your kids' school and whatever clubs you're in. But do you? Do you really?